Hi there, this is Koza from Codeandwine Tutorials, and I'm going to be teaching you how to build a website. So this is your HTML introduction. How do you build a website? Well, a website understands coding, and it understands its coding that's called HTML. So it needs HTML. But first of all, what does HTML stand for? Well, HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. So that means that HTML is a markup language. And a markup language is simply a set of markup tags. Now these tags are simply the description of document content. So every HTML document contains HTML tags and plain text. It does not contain pictures, it does not contain salads, it doesn't contain anything else but HTML tags and plain text. Therefore, HTML documents equals web pages. So let's have a look in our text editor how this HTML looks. Well, this is our HTML right here, and these are the HTML tags is what we're talking. And you can have content, some more content, and some more content, but that's it. You can't put pictures there, nothing. And as you go along, you will understand why. So let's talk about HTML tags now. HTML tags, what are they? Well, they're keywords or tag names surrounded by angle brackets like this one, angle bracket HTML. And HTML tags normally come in pairs, like P and P. I say normally because as you go along in the tutorials, you will see that there are also single tags. But let's not talk about that right now. So, the first tag in a pair is a start tag, and the second tag is the end tag. The end tag is written just like the start tag, but with the forward slash before the tag name. So here's a tag name and some content, and the second or the ending tag name with the forward slash. So therefore, starting tags can also be called beginning tags, and ending tags can also be called closing tags. So let's have a look at the editor. Right here, we have HTML, and this is the starting tag. HTML is the tag name. It's surrounded by angle brackets. And here, way down here, is the closing tag. It's also HTML, the tag name, surrounded by angle brackets but with a forward slash because this is the closing tag. So head tag, closing head tag, body tag, closing body tag, title tag, closing title tag, content, content. So I think you're masters of HTML tags now. Now, where did HTML originate and what are the types? Well, HTML originated in 1991 when the ARPANET was also sprouting, and the ARPANET is what we know as the internet now, and the internet too, whatever. And it went on to HTML plus 1993 and so on, and I'm right here at HTML5. And HTML5, well, you're gonna be seeing the difference as we go along, but basically I'm not gonna be into XHTML5, which is in the current era I'm doing this tutorial, because I haven't really looked into it, and it will need more me studying it before I can actually teach somebody about it. So the Doctype declaration. What is the Doctype declaration? Where, as we just said, there are different versions of HTML. So the Doctype declaration helps us identify which version of HTML we're using. And when you use your Doctype declaration in your text editor, it allows your browser, as like your Firefox or your Google Chrome or Safari, wherever you're using, it allows that browser to display your HTML document 100% correctly once it knows what HTML type and version you are using. So the following table is going to show you different types of declarations of HTML. Well, HTML5, the declaration is simply open angle brackets, exclamation mark, Doctype, HTML, close angle brackets. That's it. That's all the declaration for HTML5. HTML 4.01 had all of this, and XHTML 1.0 had all of this. So let's call back our text editor, and as you can see here, this is my Doctype declaration. So when my browser sees that, it says, okay, we're dealing with HTML5 here, nothing else. Now, how do you get a text editor? Well, simply, a text editor is where you're going to be doing your coding so that later on you run it and it will run as a web page. So if you have Windows, you simply all you need to do is go to All Programs, Accessories, and Notepad. That's it. But I'm using Notepad++, and as you can see here, it says Notepad++, and I like this one because it has a lot of options on how to launch it in Firefox, Windows, Chrome, whatever, different options, and I really like this. And if you're gonna continue in these tutorials, please get Notepad++, and you will find this same link in the description below. There are other text editors like Dreamweaver or many others, and different types of text editors used in different types of operating systems. But if you want to know how to code, please use a notepad or a text editor from your computer. It's better to do it from scratch because you actually practice the codes. Anyways, I think you're ready now, and I'll see you in how to build a website HTML tutorial 1. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.